Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2. I'm really excited today. We have a great stamp set called Prized Peony that has coordinating dies, and it has a 3D flower that you can put together. Good afternoon, Jean. It has a 3D flower that you can put together. And, you know, sometimes I have something here that, no, let's see here. Get that off my screen. Okay. Once in a while, they'll get things in and they're supposed to fit together, and it's can be a bit of a challenge. Well, good afternoon, Chris. I'm glad you're joining. I know Cindy's watching later on YouTube. Hello, Cindy, in advance. And so I thought I'm going to start playing with this stamp set. I'm going to tackle that first, just in case it's difficult. To my wonderful amazement, it is so simple to put together and so beautiful. So I'm going to show you how I did that. And then I'm also going to talk you through and show you one of my monkey cut kits with the Prize Peony. It's a Prize Peony Garden kit. So I'll open that up and show you exactly what is included in a kit and how it all works. And so I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. So hello to everybody joining. Once I turn the camera, I can't see, but please talk to me. Please let me know that you're here. I appreciate that. I love bantering back and forth, so it makes it a lot of fun for me. So I am going to turn the camera around. I'm going to get started because I have a lot to show you. And that's it. Okay, here we go. I like looking in the background and seeing all the blue. I'm not used to that yet. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. Here we go. And on my page, I have my stamping journey, which is brand new. So visit my stamping journey website. You can go to the blog. You can also watch the videos. Oh, Cindy, I didn't think you were going to be on. I said hello to you already. Hello, Cindy. Cindy, Chris is on, and so is Jean. So this is the stamp set called Prize Peony. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love that it has 4 different verses, and then the flowers and the leaves, and they all have dies to cut out the flowers and the leaves. So I'm going to show you the dies. There's a lot of dies in this set, 17 dies in total. So I should pull these out because there's the 2 leaves. All this matches the stamps, right? The 2 leaves, the smaller flower, the bigger flower, the spray of flowers with the little bud on it. And then there's this really cool piece for an accent scallop piece. And then these are the pieces we're going to use today. So to make the 3D flower, you use these 4 elements plus the stamen. And I use 2 of them on. And then they have leaves, 3 different leaves, and the leaves have an overlay. So if you lay them out like this, you can always, which overlay goes on which leaf because it matches the side of the leaf. See that? So it's kind of fun. There we go. And this one goes on this side of the leaf. So it's like 2 bigger ones and 1 small one. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how easy it is. I'm going to show you the card first, show you how easy it is to put this all together. So here's the card that we're going to make today. Ta-da! There's that lovely flower, this beautiful ribbon that comes with this suite, and these really cool little gems that are like kind of hashtag, like they have little marks on them. So they're not just smooth, they're kind of pretty. Ta-da! So there's the card. All right. I went ahead and cut these things out. So I would lay it out just like this. So these 4 would be whatever color your flower is, whatever color you want. And then the little stamen would be an accent color, most likely. And then the leaves, of course, whatever color. So on the card that we're doing today, I kept the leaves white and I did the accent in the gray granite. So that's one of the colors that accents that goes with this paper. This is paper from the Peony Suite. And the paper goes with basic gray, gray granite, petal pink, and whisper white. So there we go. So I cut these 4 pieces out. I'm gonna pull them up over here. I have my little card, all my goodies in one spot here. So that's for the verse. That's the bow for later. Here's all my little leaf pieces. We'll put those off to the side for a moment. There's another leaf. All right, let's get some pieces out of the way, I guess, first. So what I did was I cut a piece of designer paper, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to turn it and use both sides like that on my paper. So the white paper is 5 by 3 3/4. I'm gonna glue this on. So it was a good way to not pull another paper out, but to use both sides of it. Most of them have a floral side and then they have a pattern side. So that's what I have here. So I'm just gonna put that on with my green glue. There we go. I'm gonna go over, making sure I'm going all the way to the edge here, because I don't want white showing, you know, on this edge here if I don't get my paper all the way over there. We'll just get these pieces out of the way, and then I don't have to worry about losing them or gluing them or doing something. There we go. And 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 gives you a nice spot up above here for your verse. So we're going to use one of the new punches. We're going to use the triple punch to do our verse up there. So there we go. That's out of the way. Now for the flowers. This is how it works. You're going to start smallest. So I just lay them out in order from the smallest to the largest. And then I put 2 of the stamen in this one because I thought it looked better with a little bit more, like that. So this is all you need to put the flower together, okay? What I decided to do was color the edges. So you would have, here's another card I did the same thing with, where you just color the edges of the cardstock. So I'm gonna open up my petal pink, and I have my handy dandy little dauber here. And I'm gonna go part way down. This, you see all the bottoms have this little hook, so you know that that's the bottom of the piece. So not to be confused when you're pulling them all out. All of them have this little wave line, the little wave in there. So this is the top. I'm just gonna go part way up, and I'm just going to burnish the edges a little. Now, this is going to pull back and the stamen are going to go in there. So this is going to be the front of my petal here. So to get that, get the color daubered on that, I just took a piece of cardstock scrap and I snuck it in there, and then I'm just pushing back to put color on that edge also. See that? So I'd have the color on that edge. So I did that on every single one to get the edges. I just first flicked the front, and I'm kind of holding this where it's going to come apart, because see it, they have it where you're going to slip one piece into the next. I keep moving this. I'm so sorry when I do that. Okay, and then I'm going to take my cardstock. I'm going to slip it in here and kind of angle it so I have this raw edge, the front of the petal, and I'm going to just burnish that edge also. That way I'm not getting it on this back piece. I just want it in the front. So I'm laying out all of my little petals. This one too, starting up the side, just burnishing the edges of the flower. I'm anxious to do this in another color. In this particular case, I wanted to use the designer paper that is with this suite, because that's what you would get in the monkey cut kit that goes with this product. So I want to show you some of the things that you can do with the paper that you get in the kit. So using these colors, there we go. So you can see when I pull it away, I've got that both sides of my petal. burnished here. Okay, now this one is going to go all the way around because this is the big backing and the very front of your flower. Everything's going to fit inside here. So on this one, I need to do this bottom edge completely because you're going to see this part of it. There, and then I'm going to sneak this in here and burnish the inside edge too. So just like that. Give it a hard, kind of a hard line. There we go. All the way through. There. This one I'm going to go a little bit more on this edge. I missed the very edge of it here. There. Okay. All right. Now I did also burnish the edges of the little stamen because I thought it made it pop a little bit more. So with my gray granite and my handy dandy dauber, I just picked these up, easier said than done, and did the same thing. I just kind of burnished the edges just a little going down. I just wanted a little bit, you can see the difference between the two. It just gives it a punch, right? A little pop. Oh, I lost it. Uh-oh. One moment, please. Okay. Found. Woo, that was scary. This is a little piece. Hello. There we go. Okay. All right. So now, what we're going to do, you're going to start out smallest to biggest. So I'm going to start out with the smallest white part of my petals. And I'm going to take my two little stamen here, and I'm just going to push them in here. Like that. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to add a glue dot to the back side just to hold these two down. The two little stamen down. So I'm just taking a glue dot off of here. I'm kind of bunching it up a little bit. I'm going to fold these over. I'm going to pull this back, and I'm going to put this right underneath between the two. And that's going to hold them in place. Little glue dot there. Okay? Put it back in the order that we're going to work in. There. Now, this little piece fits into the second little piece. It's sort of like a little song here. So this one's going to sneak into here. And you know that you're doing it right when on the back side the waves line up. So you're just going to line up this wave. Can you see that? It's just going to line up. So one wave lines up with the other. Hello, Joan. Hello, hello. So it lines up just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this back, the little one back a little bit. I'm going to just put a little glue in there. So I just put a little bit of glue in there and then lined up my wave. Woo! The little wave. So there we go. We have the beginning. All right. Third piece, again, it's just going to sneak in here and make sure that you get these pieces so they don't catch on the back. So that's going to sneak in here. You're going to line up your wave again. See the wave, all of it just lines up exactly the same. You have your little wave. I'm going to pull back the first one and put a little bit of green glue in there and hold it closed. There we go, almost done. So last piece, we're going to take the biggest piece. Again, we're going to sneak it in there. We're going to turn it over, and we're going to line up the wave. Oops, come back here, piece. There we go. We're just going to line this little wave up here on the bottom. So all of the pieces just line up so you see nothing on this side. They all line up on this side. So I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here. That's a little too much. There we go. And just close it up. Ta-da. Simple Simon, right? Isn't that simple? And it's so easy. So don't be afraid of this 3D one. It's simple, so simple. I can do it. Okay, so there's our flowers. Now, I took the gray granite for our leaves, and that's what I'm going to use on my leaves here. I'm going to line up all my pieces so I know I have the right accent piece for the right leaf, so I can tell because it'll follow the line exactly. So here's this one. Let's put this here. Put them next to each other. There we go. This one is going to line up because this one lines up on this side. This one lines up on this side. And here's my little leaf. Come back here, little leaf. This one lines up on this side. So to give my leaves a little bit of an accent, I brushed them with the gray granite, the white part of the leaf. So I'm just going to burnish that a little bit, give it a little accent, make it pop so it's not so flat. There. There's another one. Making sure that you have the right side. When you cut these out, the correct side, the front side, has a little bit of a rounded edge, lip to it. It's a little sharper on the other side. So just so you know that if you try to do this and you have one or the other of the pieces turned backwards, it will not fit. It will not work. So remember that the front side has a little bit of a rounded edge to it. So there we go. Burnish those a little bit. There. Now we're going to put that together. So all I did putting these together is I used my green glue, of course. So I'm just holding it in the center and just putting a little bit of green glue here and there. Just a tiny little bit. And then I start out at the bottom point and it just lines up perfect. Line it up, there we go. And then just push it on. There, ta-da. See how easy? Very easy, very easy. Lines up perfectly. So just a tiny bit of glue. There we go. I want to make sure I'm hitting on the points because that's where it would, you know, if you're going to catch something, it's going to catch on that point. Starting at the bottom, holding that down, and lining up the edges. Ta-da. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Last one, holding it in the center, little tiny bit of glue here and there, just to hold that little accent piece on. I'm going to start out at the bottom point, hold that in place, and there we go. Everything just falls into place. This is a great set. I mean, when you look at all the pieces, 17 little pieces, it's like, oh my goodness sakes, are you kidding me? But look at how easy that went together. Ta-da. Okay, now I have glue on me. Okay, now I'm going to take, I used gray granite as my accent color, right? So I'm going to glue this piece right on here before I put the flower on. There we go. Just lining that up. This leaves a perfect spot for my verse up here. So when I decided where to put the leaves and go through all that good stuff, that's always my challenge. I can't tell you how long I do take a long time to do that. I decided I knew for sure I wanted the flower about here, you know, kind of in the center there. And so what I did, because I wasn't sure where my leaves were going to go, is I just put my dimensionals right in the middle. So I have enough that it's holding it on, but I have enough that I can slide my leaves in wherever I decide they look nice. I don't have to make an immediate decision. And this is pretty layered. I mean, there's 4 layers in here, so that's why I didn't pop up another layer here. So I'm just going to put this down right there. And now I can just sneak my leaves in from the side. So a little bit of green glue, and I'm going to push that in there like that. There. Get this one in. I don't know, I started with the bigger, kind of side to side, you know, kind of a balancing thing. There. And I also went along my diagonal cut here. And then the little leaf, I put at the bottom, right here, like that. There we go. All right. And then this beautiful, beautiful satin ribbon that's in the gray granite. I have a bow here, and I'm just going to put that on with a glue dot. Oops, I'm going the wrong way, Cheryl. Here we go. Little glue dot here. Pick it up, and it snuggles right in here. There. Ta-da! Now, if you feel like it's a little too, because it's glued on down here, what you can do is take a glue dot. Once you have everything where you want it, just pull up that one layer, because all those layers are, and just push a glue dot down in there. And that's going to hold it down for you. Okay, now we are going to do the verse for the front. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the front of the card, though. Just get it down. Get it in place, because I'm going to show you another little trick with the new punch that we have. I love it because one's punch, there's 3 different sizes, and one punch has like a flat end and one has a curved end. So it works wonderfully for layering them up on here. So there's that. So here's my little pieces. All right, I had a little scrap piece of the gray granite, so instead of making it wider than my verse, I made it narrower, and I'm going to use that in this. This is our new Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. So this is a 1/2 inch, I believe. Yep, this is a 1/2 inch. So it's just going to go down in here. Now, I do look on the back side just to make sure that I have that lined up straight, and then give it a punch. Okay, now I'm going to turn it around, do the other side. There we go. And what I did was figuring out how long to make it. I looked at my my verse. Actually, I put my verse in the corner. Now I want to move this. Oh no, that's good. That's good. Boink. There we go. Okay. What I did was I put my verse. This is the verse I wanted to use. I put it in the corner of my grid paper. I don't know if y'all can see that way in the corner, but I put it in the corner of my grid paper to measure out how long I want the paper to be stamped on. Hi, Mary. Hi, Trudy. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. Hello, y'all. So this is going to be my accent piece. This piece is going to get glued right on here. So I'm just centering that in this nice little perfect opening for this. There we go. Ta-da, ta-da. Just get that out of the way. Now, this is the piece that my verse is going to go on. This piece is 3/4 of an inch wide, 2.5 inches long. So to put it in here, I kind of lose it, and on this one I want the flat end of it. This one, the gray granite, we use the rounded end. So what you do is you take a piece of Post-it note. If I can tear it, I'll be doing good. All right, I'm just going to put that on the end, and I'm going to feed this in here. Okay, I am going to look on the back side of it to make sure I have it all the way down like that. Let's see here. And I want it centered like that. There we go. So now I'm going to put it on the other side and push it all the way down. Whoops, other side. Do it right. So see, because it's so little, I need that Post-it note to use it as a handle. So very simple. There we go. Ta-da. So I can do a smaller piece and still get it punched out accurately. So now I'm going to stamp my verse, and I used gray granite for that because I wanted the darker, of course, to make it stand out. Here it is. It says, love and thanks to a dear friend. Y'all are on. My dear friends are on. Thank you so much for watching, coming to visit with me. I so appreciate it. There we go. Ta-da. And then to accent that, I thought it looked too plain. Watch, when I put it on here, it just is too, it kind of gets lost. Even if I pop that up, sort of gets lost in the white. So I burnished the edges on it just to make it the focal point here. Make it pop. So here we go, just burnishing the edges. People do this different ways too. Some people will lay it down and do it. I feel like I have more control if I'm holding it. And I just want to grip, you know, because I just want to get the end. Sometimes you want to go further on, and you can do that to get color further in. But I just wanted a hard edge. I just wanted a hard colored edge. So we're going to use the dimensionals, because I put them over here somewhere and lost them. Here they are. Okay. So I have my June hostess code. If anybody wants to go online and order something that you see, feel free to do that. I have my code sitting here. All right, so this is going to go on the front. There we go. Take off the backing of the dimensionals. Line this up, and I'm just I'm looking at this portion of it, which is the same, and kind of lining it up in the center here. Trying to get it side to side about the same. Hopefully, that looks good. Okay. Now, I use these elegant faceted gems that come in this suite also. And I chose to do, let's do this one here. This one, well, let's do, yeah, that's a good. They just add a little sparkle. So some are white, some are clear, and some are petal pink. So I'm putting the clear one on. It almost looks like a water drop. And on the other one I use the white. So I'm going to show you the difference that shows up on the gray granite. So this is the clear, and you can kind of see, you have a little, you can see the sparkle. Hi, Terry. Hello, hello. And then here's the white. So the white shows up a little bit more. Can you see the difference between the two? Maybe not so much there, but come on over. I can see it. So there we go. There's that. And now we'll do the inside. Hello, Linda. Linda Lou. Here we go. We're going to stamp the inside, which has a beautiful verse too. It says, your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Oh, come on here. I got it kind of wonky on there. Your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. So I'm lining this up. And sometimes what I'll do it just to make sure I have it straight on my block. I'm lining up the edge of the block with a line in my grid paper, just kind of a visual. And yeah, wow, it's completely straight. Now if I can do that again, here we go. Ta-da! Bring in my piece of gray granite. And here we go. Put that on, and we're almost done. Fast card, really pretty fast. I did use the heavy white, the thick white, for my flower, because I think with all that manipulating and the fitting it together, to me that's needed. So and I do that a lot with my cutouts. I use the thick white. And I cut my cardstock for my base 11 by 4 1/4, because I thought sometimes you like something other than just the horizontal, right? And I wanted the vertical cut. Here we go. There we go. Ta-da! So lovely. I love this stamp set. I love this cutout. Really, really a lot of fun. Very easy to do. So now you saw it done. You know how easy it is. So here's one of them. Here's another card that I did using the gray granite background. In this one, I used the basic gray for the leaves, and I used the gray granite for the accent. And then I have some of the little diamonds on there, just those little gems. Yeah, I know, Chris. You didn't need that punch. Yeah, you need that punch because it's really great. It is a really, really versatile punch. So there's that. Here's another one using, this one was just petal pink and I didn't brush the edges, but this scallop is the scallop die that I showed you earlier. Here's the scallop die. Here's what it looks like. So it's scallop, plus it has a little indentation in there. And there's a textured embossing folder. Can you see that kind of hash mark? Beautiful, beautiful. Hello, Tracy. Beautiful embossing folder. And again, I use that same punch. So Chris, yeah, you need the punch, sorry. So sorry, but the punch is a necessary item. So these three I made I did add a little bit of the mint macaroon color for a leaf on this one, but all of them used the designer paper that's included in your monkey cut kit if you wanted to get a Peony garden kit. I'm going to show you that. So they all use that paper. Now, the stamp set itself is very versatile. I'm going to show you one other picture here. And here it is. Totally different colors. But I wanted to use this new ribbon that comes in Pool Party, so I had to have a Pool Party background. This is one of my favorite new things. They're adhesive, self-adhesive sequins with no holes. There are no holes in the sequins. I love that idea. So Highland Heather blends I used with Melody Mango in the center. And then there's that little one. This one also has a cutout. In this case, I did not cut it out. I just stamped it on there and colored it. So that's another one. So, okay, now I want to show you something very exciting. This is our monkey cut kits, and this is how they come. So your monkey cut kit comes in a box, one of our card boxes. It has the cutout of the designer paper, from the designer paper, which also lists out the different colors that go with it. Okay, so your kit comes like this. You open this up. Ooh, it's full of stuff. Okay, so you get half a pack of the designer paper. That's all cut and ready to go. There we go. So half a pack of all that beautiful, beautiful paper. And they cut it both ways. So they cut it in landscape and horizontal. Okay, so that's all ready to use. You also get all the little scraps that come with it. These are not scraps. These are usable, wonderful pieces that we want you to use. Okay, you also get these new, there's 6 of these new square doilies that are just beautiful. Let's put it on a dark cardstock. It's a foil, or they are vellum. I'm sorry, my brain left for a moment. Vellum doilies that you get 4 of them. You can color these, you can brayer on them, you can sponge them, you can cut them so that you would have this circle and cut out the edges so you could do something with these corners. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do with these, but you get some with your kit. You get 6 of them with your kit. Then you get 4 sheets of coordinating cardstock. So they're cut like this. So they have some of them cut for cards, and some of them are cut for bases, the layering. So we have all that, plus you get envelopes, you get all the scraps, which are not scraps, these are useful pieces, all the scrap pieces from cutting your kit that you can use. You get, I think it's, 5 yards of this beautiful shimmer ribbon, and you get a half a pack of the elegant faceted gems that go with this suite. So lots and lots and lots of fun things, plus the envelopes. So here's some more of the cardstock or the designer paper. So you have it in different shapes, right? All of it usable, ready to go for you. Half a pack of these beautiful, beautiful gems that are lovely. They're so sparkly. So that is what a monkey cut kit is. They pick these out, we decide, and then you also get, I'm gonna put this in here. See if I can fit it in as nicely as my monkeys did. They had it all in here so perfect. You get all this good stuff for $35. Cut and ready to go. So you get your kit and you just go to town, start making cards. You will get a sheet that has 3 inspiration cards, pictures of 3 inspiration cards on it to go with it. There we go. Let me know if you are interested in getting a monkey cut kit. This is what it is. Something cut, ready to go, take it and enjoy. So there we go. Now if I can close it up, I'll be doing, oh, I did it. Yay. So there you go. That's what a monkey cut kit is. That's one of many. We have some more and I'll share them along the way and hopefully can get them on my website. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I think that I'm all done here. Let's do this. So what did you think? I think that the flower is super simple. The stamp set itself is lovely, easy to color. It also would be stunning if you're not somebody who wants to color. Because of all the lines and the markings on it, it would be beautiful just embossed in the gold or silver, whatever, embossed and colored. But you could just leave it plain and just do a very elegant card that way, using just white and perhaps cream. I like that combination. So, all done. I think on Friday, for Follow-Up Friday, I can show you some more stamp sets or cards with the Peony, Prize Peony stamp set. I also am going to do a project, try and do a project with our new adhesive. Somebody was asking me about that today at class, so I will try to get that out so we can test that out with you and see how that works. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Share my video, pass it along. I appreciate that. We're up to like 130 people, I think, on YouTube. I'm shocked. It was like I was begging to get to 100, and now we're up to already past 130. Woo! It's so cool. And that's thanks to all of you guys for sharing. So I appreciate it. Y'all have a great week. We will see you on Friday. I'll be here at 2 on Friday. I know last Friday I didn't because I had the open house and Chris was waiting. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Chris. I know. I just have to share what I love. And this is a great set. All the things in this suite are like phenomenal. Take care, y'all. Have a good week. We'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.